Hi, and welcome back to Musicians Edition Practice with Me for Flute. I'm your teacher, Reesa, and today we're working in the Rubank Intermediate Method, page 11. We're going to be working on articulations today. So, let's take a look at our exercise number 1. What's in our key signature? We have no sharps, no flats. Is this major or minor? C major. But looking ahead, we can see we do have some accidentals. We have some F sharps. We have some B flats, some C sharps. Okay, this exercise is 5 lines down, so we need to be mindful of that it's not just one line and done. Okay, tell me about our time signature now. 3, 4, we have 3 beats in our measure. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we do have some dynamic markings. We'll take a look at those afterwards. So for this round, all we're gonna do is just worry about getting the fingerings and the rhythms down, okay? We can see that there's a lot of 8th note action here, okay? We have some tenutos, we do have some staccatos, but we'll worry about those later. We just wanna get the fingerings down, get the feel for what's going on in the piece, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. All right, so we can feel that a lot of it is set in thirds. Okay, so now we're going to add in that articulation. So we need to pay attention where the slurs are, where the staccatos are, where the tenutos are. Ta, ta, ta. Okay, ta, 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 ta. So just be mindful of that. All right, this time we're adding in articulations. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Excellent job. So just adding in the articulation really makes a difference in the flow and the feel of the song, doesn't it? And that's why articulation is so important. Now we're going to add in the dynamics. So let's take a quick look at what the dynamics go. So we're going to start off with a nice comfortable mezzo forte, and we're going to crescendo up and crescendo down real quick within that measure, going all the way down to mezzo piano. And then we're going to bring it up and down, back to mezzo piano, bringing it all the way up to forte, bringing it down just a little bit to mezzo forte, bringing it up, bringing it down to mezzo piano this time. Then we're going to bring it up to forte, hang out a little bit at forte. We're going to get softer a little bit more slowly than we did before, down to mezzo piano. Then we're going to crescendo up and crescendo down, back to mezzo piano. We're going to crescendo up, back to mezzo forte, and then we're going to get even more louder. And then we're going to get a little bit softer gradually, and then we're going to just start at mezzo piano. And then we're going to crescendo up, and then we're going to crescendo up and decrescendo, and crescendo, come right in at mezzo forte, crescendo and decrescendo. Now, it does kind of help that when we're going higher, we're getting louder. When we're going down, we're getting softer. So that helps tremendously. All right, so this time we're adding everything together. We're going to add in articulations, or keep doing articulations. We're going to add in our dynamics. And if you haven't been adding vibrato on any of the longer areas, do so this time too. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Excellent job. Adding in those dynamics can be a little challenging thinking of the articulation too. This is kind of difficult articulation. So if you weren't able to get it just within this round, that's totally fine. We're just limited on time today. So make sure you take some time to really get that articulation in. Practice it, practice it, practice it. And then add in those dynamics when you're feeling really comfortable with those articulations. I mean, down to the point where you don't even have to think about it. It just comes naturally. Then add in those dynamics, and then it's going to be beautiful. And then start speeding it up. This is an allegro piece. We took it a little bit slow, but once again, we're limited on time. So that's how you're going to practice it to perfect it. All right, let's go ahead and move on to exercise number 2. Let's take a look at our key signature. What do we have going on? F sharp. All right, now tell me about our time signature. Common time, 4/4. Excellent. We can see that we have a lot of 8th note action going on here, but everything is tongued. So that's going to help. It's just nice and consistent. Ta 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 ta. That's all it is when it comes to our articulation, okay? So let's go ahead and play this through. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. All right, so it just feels a lot, but I think it'll help when we speed it up. It may or may not. All right, let's go ahead and speed it up a little bit. If there were areas you were struggling with fingering wise, make sure you take time to just work on that section. So say if you were having a hard time going from that high G, D, C, because maybe you want to play something else. You know, just practice those sections, speed it up, get more comfortable with it. All right, unfortunately, but for time, we're gonna have to move on. So let's go ahead and play this again. Speed it up. Remember, tongue it all. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. All right, so as we get a little more comfortable with this, we're going to start switching up articulation. So if you look at the thing below, it's not technically an exercise. It says, play the above etude with each of the following articulations. So we've done it all just regularly tongued. So now we're going to play the whole thing staccatoed. Okay, you see that? Example A, staccatoed, all staccatoed. All right, so let's go ahead and play this whole thing staccatoed. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect, so it takes a little bit thinking power, so if you need to slow it down for staccatos, please do so. Now remember, we're just short on time, so if you're struggling with any of this, just know that this is how it sounds, and you slow it down, you speed it up, you then change the articulations. Okay, so moving on, we're looking at B now, so now it's gonna go ta, 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 ta. Okay, slur, staccato, slur, staccato. Okay, let's go ahead and give this a try. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. That one might take a little work and thinking power. And then we have C. It's the opposite. We're going to staccato and then slur. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. That one also takes some thinking power. All of these are going to take a little bit of thinking power. All right, so now let's take a look at D, staccato, tie, regular to tie. Ta, 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 ta. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. I thought that one was a little bit easier, but you know, these are all pretty challenging, okay? So just because we're running out of time, I'm only going to look at the first measure for these last few. So E is going to be kind of similar to ones we did before, but we're going to just slur in the middle. Okay, so let's just do that one measure a couple times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So when you practice, make sure you use that kind of same rhythm throughout the whole thing, okay? Just take a little time and practice that. It'll be good. All right, let's take a look at F now. There's, once again, just a mixture of things. So let's just play F a couple times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And that is supposed to like slur onto the next thing. So let's actually go to exercise 2 and let's just play the top line. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, perfect. Let's take a look at G now. There's a little bit more slurring in that one. We just have the breaks in between. Ready? G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Now this one should be a little bit easier to do throughout the whole thing. But once again, we're a little bit going longer on time, so just taking a look at G again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. All right, and then looking at H, everything in the measure is slurred. So that means when you play the whole entire piece, you're going to slur each measure. All right, so let's just play H real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. I think those ones are easier, don't you? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So make sure you practice exercise 2 with all of those articulations, okay? So we did a good hunk, but I'm going to leave you to do the bottom parts on your own time. And remember, slow it down, take it as needed. It really is going to help you tremendously if you just work through the fingerings first, then do a set of articulations, then switch it up. All right, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please let me know down in the comments. While you're down there, don't forget to hit like, notify, and subscribe. Thanks for joining, and until next time.